Right. So in today's class, we'll look at DNA replication, or at least a part of replication. I'll go over it in two different classes because it's a big process and it can be a little confusing. In this, we'll only discuss about how the replication process occurs in one perspective. In tomorrow's class, I will explain how it occurs through stepwise this thing stepwise manner और recombination भी कल करेंगे. For now, I'll just give you the overall process of DNA replication. Then it will be easier for you to categorize and easier to understand how mutations work and all of that, and how DNA repair will work if there is any damage to DNA in your body. ठीक है. Now, first of all, starting with DNA replication. So we'll start with semi-conservative one. I think that will be the easiest one for you right now because you have already seen RNA replication. RNA replication is transcription. In protein synthesis, we started with transcription, then we went to translation, right? So जो transcription process पहले पढ़े थे last week, that was RNA replication. This DNA synthesis, which is semi-conservative one, will be very similar to that. I'll explain how it occurs. Now, सेमी कंजर्वेटिव बोलने का मतलब ये है, लेट अस सपोज अपना ओरिजिनल डीएनए स्ट्रैंड जो है ऐसा है. दिस इज डीएनए. ओके, सो डीएनए में क्या रहता, ATGC. ओके, आरएनए में AUGC रहता, adenine, uracil, guanine and cytosine. DNA will have adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. In any scenario, adenine binds with thymine or uracil with two bonds, two hydrogen bonds, and guanine binds always with cytosine with three hydrogen bonds, vice versa as well. Thymine binds with adenine or uracil binds with adenine, cytosine binds with guanine or guanine binds with cytosine. Now, by semi-conservative, I mean that the result of DNA replication, or at least one sort of DNA replication, you will have conservative as well. For now, we'll put it on hold. We'll discuss about semi-conservative one. In semi-conservative type of DNA replication, you will get two daughter DNA strands, which will have a single parent strand. So let us suppose इनको ये strand आया, ठीक है, and let us suppose नीचे का strand जो है इनको गया, the other strand will be new. ठीक है. So this is why it is called semi-conservative, meaning it is conserving half of its original strand or its parent's DNA. ठीक है. You can have conservative type of DNA replication as well, जिसमें होता क्या है. Yes, Sojanya, do you have a doubt? You raised your hand. Okay. So as I was saying, in conservative one, what happens is this will remain as is, and you will create completely new daughter DNA strands. So we'll look at that in the next class. But anyway, semi-conservative में क्या होता? One strand is from the parent, one completely new strand is made. That parent strand is also called the template strand. ठीक है. So आप template के through एक नया replicate कर रहे हैं. These both will act as templates. On this template, you will make a new strand. Template, you can think template as this thing. Acha. Have you all ever seen do you guys know what is a mugu? Mugu किसको बोलते हैं? अच्छा, have you all ever seen in South Indian or in any Hindu household, you will generally see that outside their house they'll put a drawing using chalk or colors. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, sir.
Now, for whoever is familiar with it, the term is, at least in Telugu, it is called mugu. I'm not sure what it is called in your own language. Essentially, in front of house, एक छोटा सा drawing जैसा बनाते हैं. Okay, now that has traditional value and all of that. Now, people who are experienced with it, generally, let us suppose the mother is putting or whoever is putting the mugu, if they are experienced with it, they can do it freehand, okay, without any template as such. People who want to create specific designs or who are inexperienced, they will take a plate which will have a particular design on it. So let us suppose it has holes in the form of a star, example. Okay, so everything else will be covered, only the star shape will be present which will have holes in it. So when you apply powder over the plate, you will get in the end on the ground a star shaped symbol. Okay, a star shaped diagram. That plate is acting as a template in this scenario. ठीक है, और आप एक स्टेंसिल को भी टेम्पलेट के वैसा कंसिडर कर सकते। सो व्हेन यू आर किड्स, आई एम श्योर आप लोग कभी ना कभी, इफ यू आर डूइंग ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट्स और व्हेन यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग चार्ट्स, आप लोग कभी ना कभी स्कूल में चार्ट्स प्रिपेयर करे होंगे ना, तो इन दैट यू विल गेट अ स्मॉल स्केल लाइक दिस, स्टेंसिल बोलते हैं इसको। It will have alphabets written in blocks, big alphabets written in blocks, and there will be space for you to write over the alphabet. So आप क्या कर सकते हैं, नीचे chart sheet रख के, imagine this is the chart sheet that you are keeping on, let me use a different color. Imagine this is the chart that you are keeping, some purple color chart. On that, when you are writing using the stencil, you will get neat backgrounds of A, B, C, whatever you are writing. Okay, so that stencil in this scenario is acting as a template. So in DNA replication, your DNA strands will act as a template. Using that template, your body or your cell essentially is making a completely new strand altogether. I hope you guys are able to follow along till here what is happening, what is a template, what is a stencil, and all of that. You're not understanding. If you want me to repeat anything, please feel free to ask. ये समझ में आया यहाँ तक?
Yes, sir.
What is semi-conservative? Template क्या है? अच्छा. Now, in the DNA strand itself, let us suppose we talk about the mother strand itself. The two strands जो है, एक strand इसमें will be going from 5 prime end to 3 prime end.
సరే క్లాస్ నేను తర్వాత చదువుతాను పాపం సౌండ్ చేయాలి.
Someone's mic is on, please. Yeah, be careful of your mic, guys. Right. So as I was telling, one strand will go from 5 prime to 3 prime end. Now, because nucleotides are complementary, you will get the other strand from 3 prime end to 5 prime end. ठीक है, तो एंटी पैरेलल रहता है ये. ठीक है, दैट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. दोस टू स्ट्रैंड्स आर एंटी पैरेलल. पैरेलल इसको बोलते, दोनों एक ही डायरेक्शन में जा रहे. एंटी पैरेलल इसको बोलते, they are parallel but they are in opposite directions. Okay, I hope you are understanding the difference. If two strands or two lines are going opposite to each other in the same direction, they are called parallel. Okay, if they never meet together, the definition of two parallel lines are they will go in the same direction or in opposite directions, but they will never converge. Okay, in parallel ones they will never converge and they are going in the same direction. In anti-parallel ones they are going in the opposite direction. Okay, that is the only difference. They are still parallel. So ये दो DNA के जो strands रहते हैं, they are anti-parallel. They will never meet as such other than these nodes. यहाँ पर अपन convenience के साथ इसलिए डाल दे रहे, but they do not actually touch each other in that sort. Okay, if you look at it, it is a 3-dimensional structure with bonds in between them. वो bonds का direction ऐसा change होता. ठीक है, if you are ever able to see a video with DNA present in it, you'll be able to see that the DNA will coil around it and there is no point of convergence as such. Okay, those two strands are just moving anti-parallelly. Anyway, so the second important point that I was going to tell, first important point with DNA replication is that it is semi-conservative. Second important point is that those two strands are anti-parallel, meaning one strand goes from 5 prime end to 3 prime end. इसको prime बोलते हैं. ठीक है, 5 prime to 3 prime, the other one goes from 3 prime to 5 prime, but technically it is also going from 5 prime to 3 prime. Only because it is anti-parallel it is written like that. Okay, and DNA has complementary base pairs. Now complementary base pair again means you will have A bonding with adenine binding with thymine, or uracil, guanine binding with cytosine, and the bonds present in between these is hydrogen bond. ठीक है, there are 2 hydrogen bonds present between adenine and thymine or adenine and uracil, and there are 3 hydrogen bonds present in between guanine and cytosine. Whenever there is DNA replication or whenever there is DNA breakage, you need to break those hydrogen bonds. Without breaking those hydrogen bonds, you cannot move forward. Now generally your DNA replication moves bidirectionally. इसका मतलब यह है, अगर लेट्स सपोज आपका डीएनए स्ट्रैंड ऐसा लीजिए, जो रेप्लिकेशन है दोनों डायरेक्शन में जाता, जहां पर भी प्राइमर है वहां से ऐसा भी जा सकता है, ऐसा भी जा सकता. In some scenarios, you will have DNA replication occurring only in one direction, but sometimes DNA replication can occur in two directions as well. Most of the time, DNA replication will occur in two directions. This will depend on the location of the primer. Now, what is a primer? Also, have you all ever prepared curd at home? कभी दही बनाए घर में? खाए तो हो गए, दही बनाए होंगे ना कभी. I'm sure you must have seen at least someone making curd. So the process essentially goes, you take a little bit of milk. Imagine you take a small bowl. In that you put a little bit of milk, and in that milk you'll add about a spoonful of curd. Okay, this spoonful of curd that you're putting inside your raw milk will be your primer. Okay, it will prime the milk to produce or to get transformed into milk, or to get transformed into curd, sorry. So in this scenario, to form new DNA strands or to proceed with DNA replication, you need something called a DNA primer. ठीक है, डीएनए प्राइमर एक एंजाइम है. एसेंशियली वो एंजाइम आके it will come and attach to your DNA molecule, and from there a new strand is essentially formed, whether it is a leading strand or it is a lagging strand, जो भी रहने दो. ठीक है. Now that RNA primer, if I break it down in this way, let us suppose I break down those two DNA strands in this scenario like this. मैं क्या करता हूँ, वो DNA strand को थोड़ा खोल देता हूँ and I'm drawing it in a different way. So first of all, I have to open that strand. To open that strand, I need an enzyme called helicase. ठीक है, helicase essentially separates the DNA strand. It will break the hydrogen bonds and it will separate the DNA strands. So होता क्या? Essentially, imagine आपका original DNA ऐसा है, या blue सही उतारेंगे. You'll have one enzyme. Yeah, let me use a different shape altogether. Can I use a shape? Fill नहीं है नहीं. Imagine this is my helicase enzyme. ठीक है, हेलिकेज क्या करता, यहाँ पर जो हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स प्रेजेंट है, सो इमेजिन दे आर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स प्रेजेंट इन बिटवीन. अब जो न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स प्रेजेंट रहते हैं आपके डीएनए के यहाँ पर लगे हुए रहते हैं. इफ यू लुक एट द डीएनए मॉलिक्यूल, यू विल हैव न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स प्रेजेंट हियर. अच्छा, लेट मी यूज अ ब्राइटर कलर सो दैट यू कैन सी इट. यहाँ पर nucleotides present रहते हैं, adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, all of that, and they will be attached together with hydrogen bonds. If I want to perform DNA replication, first I will have to break those bonds together in order to isolate these two strands. और ठीक है, so ये strand जा रहा 5 prime to 3 prime में, इधर जा रहा ना, सेकेंड, इधर एंड अप हो रहा है. And this fellow is going from 3 prime into 5 prime. Technically it is also going from 5 prime to 3 prime. It is just anti-parallel. ठीक है, हेलिकेज क्या करता है, ये bonds को break कर देता. When these bonds are breaking, अच्छा imagine करो, you take imagine have you all ever seen this thing, jute के strands को देखे आप कभी? Have you all ever seen jute strands or ropes of jute which are this thing tied together? नहीं देखे कभी? Have you all ever seen what? Do you know what is jute?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, jute के छोटे छोटे रस्सी मिलते देखो, generally kirana shops में and all, they will tie things using those jute strands, and like bags, rice bags or any bag altogether, they'll use jute strands and they will tie them together. If you ever see braiding, how a girl's braid goes, those jute strands are stranded together similarly, but generally there'll be only two strands. So two strands को almost DNA के वैसा coil कर देते हैं साथ में. Now, as a kid, I'm not sure whether you did it or not, but if you take that jute strand and you know, uncoil two ends and you try to pull at both the ends, what will happen to the front part? यहाँ पर imagine करो ये एक jute strand है, आप दो ends पकड़ के खींच रहे, okay? Let's suppose you are ripping it apart, ठीक है? You are trying to remove two ends separately. What will happen to this strand? यहाँ पर tension बढ़ता ना?
They will also open.
They will also open, yes, definitely. But you will see that it will get harder and harder to open it. Generally, once they are wound together, आप jute strand अगर लिए ऐसा 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 ऐसा, it will be very very tightly wound. ठीक है? Imagine ऐसा tightly wound है. Now, if you pull this end in this direction and this end in this direction, generally what will happen is यहाँ से at some point onwards, tension will increase. It will become slightly harder for you to completely open it. The longer that strand is, the harder it will become. Okay. Generally for smaller strands, the tension will not be very high, but if the strand is very long, it will take you some time to completely rip it apart. Okay. For that strand to completely open, because वो spherical जो क्या है rotate होते हुए open होती. If you are able to understand my logic here, यहाँ पर something similar will happen in your DNA. When you are trying to forcefully open this DNA strand together, यहाँ पर torsional strain पड़ता. ठीक है? Essentially, the potential energy present inside the DNA molecule itself, ठीक है? जो एक repulsion की वजह से रहता bonds का, that potential energy will start increasing. I'm not going into details of torsional strain of your DNA molecule. I'm just giving you a simpler example so that you understand what is torsional strain. Torsional strain is essentially a kind of potential energy that is stored inside your DNA strand. Essentially, ये molecules एक दूसरे से attached है ना. Now, when they are stored together in one location, bonded to each other, there will be some amount of energy present in it. When you try to break that energy, what will happen is at one point, यहाँ पर compress होने लगती energy, and it will become harder and harder for you to open that strand. Now, generally, what will happen is, as the DNA strand is opening, that torsional strain also starts to increase. With the activity of helicase, torsional strain will increase and it will become harder for your cell or harder for helicase to open those bonds. यहाँ पर ये torsional strain कम करने के लिए there is an enzyme called topoisomerase. So I'll repeat once again, listen very carefully. In DNA replication, you have two mother strains or two original strands. One strand is going from 5' end to 3' end, and the other strand is going from 3' end to 5' end. यहाँ पर 3' आना चाहिए. Right. ठीक है? If you look at only one direction, ऐसे direction में अगर आप देखें, technically they are anti-parallel, but just for the sake of ease, one is going from 5' to 3', the other is going from 3' to 5'. ठीक है? Now, as you start to proceed with DNA replication, the first thing that you'll have to do is uncoil that DNA. Okay? You have to remove those two strands and you have to separate those two strands. In order to separate those two strands, there is an enzyme called helicase. Helicase क्या करता है? It will break the bonds, hydrogen bonds present in between the DNA molecule. When these hydrogen bonds are breaking and DNA strand starts to rip apart or it starts to separate, the front part of the DNA or the part that has not been uncoiled yet, वहां पर potential energy बहुत बढ़ जाती. That form of potential energy is essentially torsional strain. It will get harder for helicase to open that hydrogen bond or to break that hydrogen bond, and it will essentially hinder the process of DNA replication. It is hindering the process of DNA opening or uncoiling भी बोल सकते हो उसको. In order to reduce that torsional strain, I hope you got the idea of what is torsional strain. In order to reduce torsional strain and in order to stop the chance of positive supercoils as well, there is an enzyme called topoisomerase. Topoisomerase is a type of enzyme, okay, just like ligase, lyases, वेरियस जो फॉस्फोराइलेजेस अलग अलग एंजाइम्स जो रहते हैं, वैसा टोपोआइसोमरेज बोल के एक टाइप ऑफ एंजाइम रहता है ना. यू कैन फाइंड टोपोआइसोमरेज एज इज, और यू कैन फाइंड अनदर टाइप ऑफ टोपोआइसोमरेज. जनरली इन ह्यूमन बॉडी यू विल फाइंड a type of topoisomerase called DNA gyrase. DNA gyrase जो है is a type of topoisomerase. That is the one that is acting here. ये क्या करता है DNA gyrase? It will decrease this torsional strain on the front end of your DNA strand so that helicase can work easily. यहाँ तक समझ में आया what is happening? Are you guys able to follow? If you have doubts, please feel free to ask. I hope यहाँ तक समझ में आया. If you didn't understand anything, please feel free to ask. क्या वो पूरा ही सर पे से उड़ गया क्या? If you want me to repeat from any specific point till where you understood and वहां से उड़ गया, then please feel free to ask. यहाँ तक समझ में आ रहा था, यहाँ से समझ में नहीं आया. अच्छा, एक काम करो, run an experiment today. What I'm guessing that most of y'all are having a problem with the torsional strain point. ठीक है? What I want you to do is take two very long ropes. आपके घर में whatever ropes, अब कपड़े सुखाने की भी rope जो रहती, जो like the rope on which you dry clothes, you'll have long ropes, right? If you have them, or any rope, it does not matter what rope it is. Just take two different ropes and you coil them together in the form of DNA and completely coil them together from one end to other end. And after you have coiled them, hold two ends together and try to remove them. Okay? Don't tie any end, just try to remove it from one end. You will see what happens. Okay? As you keep proceeding, it will get harder and harder to completely open that. Now it depends on the type of rope as well. If it is very big and it is easy to remove, then it will not be a problem. But generally, if it is the same type of rope and it is a thin rope, it will get harder. Okay? So that process where it is becoming harder to remove that or to separate those two strands is torsional strain. वो टॉर्जनल स्ट्रेन को कम करने के लिए एंड ये प्रोसेस को स्टेबलाइज करने के लिए डीएनए गायरेज काम करता है. आप ये एक्सपेरिमेंट करके देखो, आपको खुद को समझ में आता है व्हाट इज टॉर्जनल स्ट्रेन. ठीक है? you will see it much more higher when compared to simple ropes in a DNA molecule, because these are actually attached with hydrogen bonds. So helicase actually has to break those bonds in order to open the this thing. So there is already a lot of potential energy present, and because of this uncoiling, there is even more pressure. So helicase has to work even harder. To decrease that hard work of helicase, you have topoisomerase. Anyway, now topoisomerase के साथ there are a few proteins present here. Let me use yellow. use करेंगे, yellow दिखता है इस पे. Are you able to see this yellow color on the white page? Yellow दिख रहा?
Yes, sir.
दिख रहा? Okay, ठीक है. So there are some proteins which will come and attach here where the strand is uncoiling. ये strand, ये proteins को SSB proteins बोलते हैं. There are a few proteins that will act along with helicase, and they will generally be present at the end where DNA is getting separated. ठीक है? Where bonds are being broken and DNA is getting separated. Now जहां पर नया स्ट्रैंड बनने वाला है, अब ये जो SSB proteins रहते, they act as stabilizers. Now why do you need to stabilize? Stabilization इसलिए करना पड़ता ताकि ये स्ट्रैंड है एंड जो ये स्ट्रैंड है, दोनों साथ में चिपक जाना नहीं. Okay, because you are separating them, you are breaking hydrogen bonds, but the initial elements are still present. If you are not stabilizing those isolated strands, what will happen is they will start getting coiled again. After the activity of helicase, helicase will keep moving in this direction. As it moves away from here, what will happen is these two strands can stick together. To stop that process, you need SSB proteins. SSB proteins will essentially make sure that those two isolated strands, you are isolating those two strands, right? You're removing the attachment between those two strands and isolating them. So those two isolated strands are stabilized using SSB proteins. Okay? Now, DNA replication, as I told you, requires a RNA primer. Imagine your RNA primer is, अरे NO भी निकल गए, 1 second. Imagine your RNA primer is something like this. ठीक है. Now it is important, observe very carefully कहां पर कौन सा प्राइमर लग रहा. ठीक है. ये जो फर्स्ट स्ट्रैंड है, let us suppose I call this first strand and I call this the second strand. ठीक है. Just for the ease of this conversation, I'll call that first strand and second strand. यहां पर प्राइमर आ रहा, एंड जब यहां पर प्राइमर आता, प्राइमर क्या है? जस्ट आरएनए के थोड़े न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स है. इट इज जस्ट अ सीक्वेंस ऑफ न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स. आरएनए के न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स क्या रहते हैं? What are the nucleotides present in RNA? Hi. अच्छा, what are nucleotides? Think. इससे पहले की क्लास में अपन न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. 5 अलग टाइप ऑफ न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स रहते हैं. डीएनए में 4 रहते हैं, आरएनए में 4 रहते हैं. They are, हाँ, exactly. So in RNA क्या रहते हैं? थायमिन रहता है. बस इतना ही रहता है ना, थायमिन नहीं रहता.
थायमिन डीएनए में ही रहता सर.
हाँ, correct, right. So DNA has thiamine. Its replacement in RNA will be uracil. Okay, uracil will not be present in DNA. So primer essentially is just a bunch of nucleotides which are attached together. प्राइमरी जो प्राइमर जो आप एक दही डाल रहे हैं उसके अंदर थोड़ा सा दही बनने के लिए, यहाँ पर नया स्ट्रैंड बनने के लिए आप थोड़ा सा क्या बोलते हैं आरएनए का प्राइमर डाल रहे हैं. दैट आरएनए प्राइमर एसेंशियली इज लाइक अ इतना एक सीक्वेंस रहता, बस इतना सही रहता है. उसको प्रोटीन भी नहीं बोल सकते. इट इज जस्ट अ बंच ऑफ न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स दैट आर अटैच्ड टुगेदर. ठीक है. नाउ ये आरएनए प्राइमर जो है इन्हें क्या करता, आके इधर अटैच हो जाता. It will come and attach to the strand of DNA which is getting separated. So let us suppose it is getting attached here in this strand. And yahan par on the second strand it gets attached. The RNA primer will get attached as the DNA is getting uncoiled. Meaning when this point, ab yahan par jo just imagine karo yahan tak open ho gaya na because of helicase activity, you are seeing that all of this is getting opened until here it is open. So from here on out it has to open. यहां से यहां ओपन होना है. जो फोर्क का डायरेक्शन है, डीएनए फोर्क का डायरेक्शन ये है. इसको डीएनए फोक बोलते. इट इज मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द राइट. इफ यू कैन ऑब्जर्व यहां पर डीएनए फोक जो है, इफ यू लुक एट दिस, दिस लुक्स लाइक अ फोक, नो, लाइक टू प्राउंड फोक. आप जो नूडल्स खाते एंड चीजों को चुबा चुबा के खाते, वो फोक जो रहता वैसे ही फोक के वैसा दिख रहा ना वो. आई होप यू कैन इमेजिन अ लिटिल बिट. That DNA fork, उसको DNA fork बोलते हैं. The direction of DNA fork is towards the right. ठीक है. Your DNA uncoiling is going along the DNA fork. ठीक है. It is moving along the DNA fork towards the right. Helicase is also moving towards the right. DNA is moving towards the right. आपकी uncoiling भी right direction में हो रही. ठीक है. अब ये प्राइमर जो है एक आके अटैच होता इधर, जो इनिशियल फर्स्ट स्ट्रैंड का प्राइमर है इधर आके अटैच हो जाता. सेकेंड स्ट्रैंड को जो प्राइमर रहता है, it will come and attach here, but it will attach in such a way that wherever this point is present, वहीं पर attach होता. So at one point this point was here, no, at one point in time, let us suppose the whole process which यहाँ से यहाँ तक पहुंचने के लिए, let us suppose it took 10 minutes. Imagine it took helicase 10 minutes to uncoil the strand, DNA strand from this position to this position. आप यहां पर जहां पर देख रहे हैं अभी. ठीक है. At 5-minute mark it was here, and the RNA primer for second strand attached in the 5-minute mark. Now होता क्या, at this point this DNA looked something like this. ठीक है. Later on it became open like this, but initially it was like this. Now as time goes on ये भी open हो जाता. ये point जो आप देख रहे हैं, this point that you are seeing, that will also open, and you will see that the fork is moving forward and it will get open more and more. So essentially what happens is primer will get placed in this way. पहले ये वाला आता, फिर ये वाला आता, फिर ये वाला आता. As the coil is getting uncoiled, the primer on the second DNA strand will get placed as it goes towards the right, essentially. So you will have multiple primers coming and attaching on the second strand. ये point समझ में आया आप लोगों को? Or do you want me to repeat it once again? Confusion हुआ बोल के भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा. See, ये first strand है. Let me draw it again, 1 second. ये फर्स्ट स्ट्रैंड है, ये सेकेंड स्ट्रैंड है. फर्स्ट स्ट्रैंड पे डीएनए के you have a primer that is coming and attaching in this way. ठीक है, RNA primer is coming and attaching in this way. On the second strand, initially it will come and attach here. Over time what happens is this DNA strand starts getting uncoiled, and over time what will happen, this fellow will start looking like this. Over time बोल रहा हूं मैं. So as you can see, यहाँ पर इधर तक open है, यहाँ पर इधर तक open है. So the only variable here is time. Let us suppose it took 5 minutes for the DNA to get uncoiled to this position, and it took 2 more minutes to get uncoiled till this position. Or let me use a brighter color. 1 second. It took 2 more minutes to get uncoiled to this position. तो first time RNA primer यहाँ पर attach होता. जो पहला RNA primer था इधर आके attach हुआ था. Second RNA primer will come and attach here. If you can understand the difference now, in the first DNA strand you will only have one primer. In the second DNA strand you will have multiple primers. As the DNA strand starts getting uncoiled, more and more primers will start coming and attaching on the second strand. अभी point समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
I hope पूरों को समझ में आया. Did all of you understand the point here? What is
Yes, sir.
RNA primer, where it is coming and attaching, how it is getting uncoiled? Because the next step relies on you understanding this. If you do not understand this, you will not understand the next step. Okay? Please feel free to ask doubts if you didn't understand it, or if you want me to repeat it. कहीं पर कहीं कुछ क्लिक नहीं हो रहा तो बोलो, क्या क्लिक नहीं हो रहा, क्लिक कराएंगे उसको. सबको क्लिक हो रहा? अच्छा, ठीक है. Right. Now, we came up to the point where RNA primer is coming and attaching to the first strand and second strand. Once the primer attaches, you will have a new DNA strand being formed. So coming back to our original कथा, यहाँ पर जो original strand था, थोड़ा लंबा कर देंगे इसको. ठीक है, इधर आया इसका प्राइमर, एंड लेट्स सपोज इधर आया इसका प्राइमर इनिशियली, या इधर आया था समझो. ठीक है, फर्स्ट प्राइमर. So what happens is you will start having a strand being formed here like this. Now normally the first strand is going in this direction, 3 prime to 5 prime end. Okay, this will essentially end up in 5 prime end. This is going from 5 prime end to, technically this will end up in 3 prime end. Okay, so what do you think will be the direction of this new strand that is being formed? ये जो नया strand बन रहा कैसा बनता हो? अगर ऊपर का strand 3 to 5 है तो नीचे का strand कैसा बनता?
5 to 3.
2, 3.
मतलब ये 5 प्राइम एंड पे स्टार्ट होता और ये 3 प्राइम एंड पे जा रहा. So whatever complementary nucleotides are, whatever nucleotides are present here, उसके complementary nucleotides यहाँ पर आके attach होते. So for example, let us suppose यहाँ पर sequence was A, T, G, C, A. So यहाँ पर the new strand which is being formed, that will form in this way. A को T आके अटैच होता, T को A आके अटैच होता, G को C अटैच होता, C को G अटैच होता, and A को T अटैच होता. I'll repeat it once again. Listen carefully. The original strand which is going from 3' to 5' end, ठीक है, it will have a complementary strand getting formed. ठीक है, जो नया strand जो form होता, the new strand which is being formed, it will have nucleotides being attached on it in a complementary fashion, complementary to the original strand. ये complementary, be careful, complementary है ये, not complementary. There is a difference between them. Acha, the difference is, let us suppose I tell Sabnur Khatun is good at studying. That is a compliment. This is complement, PLI. ठीक है. Let us suppose another way of putting it. Complement is Sabnur Khatun and Anjum Nahid complement each other. Let us suppose they are good at studying with each other. मतलब एक की कमी दूसरा पूरा करता है, दूसरे की कमी. If they are studying together, they will be more productive. To put it in another way. So I hope you are getting the difference between complementary and complementary. Giving compliment is saying something nice about someone. Complement is creating an opposite that is similar to that. Okay, not exactly opposite, but something that complements the original entity or original module, जो भी आप बोलो. So यहाँ पर जो है complement आता, जो strand बन रहा complementary strand बनता. ठीक है, PLE. So the new strand which is being formed, it will have complementary nucleotides attaching to the original strand. तो जो original strand पे अगर adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, adenine है, उसके complementary nucleotides attach होने लगते. ये strand जो है continuously बनते जाता. It will continue growing without any interruption altogether. As the DNA starts getting uncoiled, this also keeps going on. So this fellow will keep on uncoiling as long this fellow will keep on being formed as long as DNA is getting uncoiled. That is not the case in the second strand. So this is called a leading strand because of that reason. ये lead कर रहा, ठीक है. On the other hand, this second strand which is formed, ऐसा form होते. Now जहां से primer है ऐसा ही form होंगे ना. तो ये 5' to 3' जा रहा बोले तो ये 3' to 5, ये 3 to 5 जाता. 3 to 5. And what happens is, whenever you have a new primer attaching here, again another fragment is formed here in this direction, similar direction, but you will have gaps being created. This fellow is called a lagging strand. Leading strand is continuous because once the primer is attached, it will continuously keep being produced. Lagging strand is discontinuous because every time, only when the primer is attaching, utna hi direction banta. Only for that much duration or for that much direction, this new strand is formed or the lagging strand is formed. Again, you will need a new primer to continue the process of DNA replication in the second strand. Okay? That is why the process of DNA replication is called semi-discontinuous, because one strand is being continuously formed, the other strand is being discontinuously formed. यहाँ तक समझ में आया? What is leading strand? What is lagging strand? What is continuous? What is discontinuous?
Yes, sir.
पूरों को समझ में आया? I hope you guys are
Yes,
able to
sir.
follow along. अच्छा, we'll stop it here for now. क्योंकि I'm already sensing